Hi there everyone, I hope you're all okay. Welcome to another activity. Today we are making an activity to do with empathy. So it's about walking a mile in someone else's shoes. So I've made a shoe. Not an actual shoe you can wear, it is flat. I know it looks so lifelike, doesn't it? But yeah, so today we're going to be talking a bit about empathy, making this little craft, and yeah, learning a bit about being kind to other people. So what you're going to need, so I used some cardboard, I've got some coloured card on the back, some string for the laces, and then just some pens to colour it in. Nice and simple one today. As you can see, I've already done it because you do want to sit here for ages watching me. But all I did, I traced around the outline of a shoe on some cardboard, cut it out, drew on this beautiful shoe design, and then I punched in some holes and tied up made some laces. So it somewhat resembles a shoe. I'm sure you can do a much better job. As I always say though, we're not here for the art, we're here for the, you know, I'm a counsellor, not an artist, so we're here to talk about feelings. So yeah, make your shoe, and then on the back, again tracing around the shoe, I've stuck on some coloured card, and on that card we're going to be writing what it's like to walk a mile in our shoes. So I've written that on there, walk a mile in my shoes. So empathy, they say to feel empathy is to understand what it's like to be in that person's shoes. So to really feel what they're feeling. So rather than sort of sympathising and saying, oh, you know, I feel really sorry for you, you know, we're going to try and think how must they be feeling, and yeah, and try and understand. So the whole point of this activity is that we're writing on the back what it's like to be in our shoes, and then, you know, you can show this to other people and it might help them understand you a bit better and be able to empathise. Brilliant. So yeah, on to the actual activity. So we're going to be writing things on the back of our shoe about us. They can be things that we care about, things that are important to us, things that have happened in our past that have shaped who we are. You know, that can be good or bad things. But all it is just to help people understand you a bit better so that they know how best to support you. So yeah, let's get cracking and think of some things that we can write. So, so the first thing that I'd like someone to know about me is if they were to walk a mile in my shoes, they might learn that I sometimes overthink everything. So let's put that down. So yes, I'll put that on my shoe. So I've wrote, I often overthink things and feel anxious. So that might be something you can put on your shoe. Another thing might be, you might want to write down some of your coping skills, what works, what doesn't work. Like I say, these are just things to help someone else better support you. So I could put, when I feel down, I like listening to music and watching a funny TV programme. What else could we put down? So it can be really hard to really have a really good think about what you would want other people to know when it comes to supporting you and looking after you. The whole point of empathy is that we're really trying to, get where that person's coming from, feel what they're feeling, understand where they're coming from, without making it about us. Which can be quite hard, I think, for some people. Yeah, not always easy. But the whole point is that we're trying to understand that person's perspective and their point of view. And just being there for them sometimes is better than sort of trying to say, oh well, if it was me, this is what I'd do. Because we're all different, aren't we? So different things work for different people. So offering advice doesn't always work. Sometimes all the other person might need is for the other person to just sit and listen, let them have a rant, let them talk about their feelings, and that can be enough. And that's made me think of something to put on my shoe. So I've sort of put that on my shoe. So I've said, all I need from you is to feel listened to and heard. You don't need to offer advice. Because like I said, sometimes that's enough. I think a lot of us, sometimes we want to fix things, don't we? We want to make the other person feel better. So we'll jump in and say, well, have you tried this? Have you tried that? What about this? And that doesn't always work. Sometimes all we need is to feel listened to and feel heard and know that someone is actually listening to what we have to say and taking into account our feelings. And I think that's what's great about counselling. You've got someone who is not part of your situation. It isn't sort of a family member or a friend. They are just there to listen to you and help you feel understood. So yeah. Nice little plug for counselling there. There we go, you get the idea. So what we're doing is we're writing on this shoe things that we want other people to understand about us, and then jazzing it up. I mean, it's not my best work, not my worst either. It somewhat resembles a shoe, so I'm happy. But there we go, nice easy one. Once your shoe is finished, you could maybe hang it up somewhere. You could keep it on you to sort of give to people and say, this is me, this is how I like to be supported, this is what has happened in my past, this is how I present when I'm anxious, this is how you can help in that situation. Something to really help the other person to empathise with you, and know how to support you. So yeah, hopefully you found that useful, you found that interesting, that you've learnt something maybe. But yeah, another nice easy one. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.